And at the mast at Douglaswood, you could clearly see it isn't lit up. I couldn't see it from the low hull, but that's the transmitter, 4 transmitter mast. And there's no lights on it, no navigational lights on it. It's technically the 15th of September 2023 because it's after midnight, it's 1 AM. But you can see very late 14th, Thursday the 14th of September 2023. But I was at the low hull and I couldn't see the mast. And that's the reason I'm looking right at it. It's not going to light up with that torchlight, but there's no lights on it at all. So I'm going to get off here before I get checked. So that's at the bottom. There's absolutely no lights on it whatsoever. So just for comparison, that's the Craigavon one, the Angus transmitter mast. That's how it should be lit up, right? That's how it should be. Now I can just see in the outline of the sky, looking over to it, and there's not a single light on it. And it's roughly the same height. It's about 190, the structure's about 152 metres, about 178 metres above sea level, or was it 198 metres above sea level, something like that anyway. The Angus transmitter's 229 metres tall. I guess that's above sea level or the structure. But put it this way, that mast, the 4 transmitter mast as it's called now, it's just strange because I thought it was called something else. It's no longer, it's about the same height, but it's no longer lit up. I find that very odd because navigational lights should be lit up all the time. It should be lit up like that, and it's a massive structure just like that. That's how it should be lit up. Very unusual that. But anyway, logging it in. 14th/15th of September 2023. 15th because it is actually after, it's 1 o'clock in the morning on the Friday. We could say very late Thursday, 14th. And the road that I'm on is the B978. B978, and that's what I use my dad's car. My car's in for repair, get its engine reconditioned. In London, from own records. But anyway, I find it very unusual that these lights are off. Right, I better go. Another thing that's very, very strange is that this is my dad's car that I've driven this route to get to that mast, to look at the mast. Alec calls it Douglaswood mast, and they referred it to that. It's got a Wikipedia, the 4 transmitter mast, but this is the road anyway they've driven, and my car's in for repair, and the chances of coming back on the road that it's driven a lot with my dad and Alec in it, and me having an inclination to come here for that reason, for the mast. It's just too much of a coincidence that it happens to be my dad's car that would be using for that I came across that. I was in Wormit Bay having my tea, as usual, with Brett and Louise after the shopping night, and I went for a walk. I looked over, it was dark, and I thought I seen navigational lights on the low hill for the monument. So I investigated, and realised that it was actually the Angus transmitter mast that made it. It was an optical illusion. So because I went up the low hill, and as a result of that, one thing led to another. I looked and noticed that the other mast, meaning what's now referred to as a 4 transmitter mast, I couldn't see it, and I could have swore I was able to see it from the low hill. So was Brett. He was able to confirm that, and it was very odd. And it was nothing to do with the weather conditions because it was clear. So that obviously gave me the inclination to actually go up to the mast to see it. So therefore I've driven up here, and it turns out it's in my dad's car because my car was only put in yesterday for its engine rebuild in Musselburgh. So the chances are just astronomical of this world that this car would come back here on a road that it drives quite regularly for my dad and Alec go for a run. Here I am driving the very road for a completely and utterly unrelated reason. The chances are 1 in a million. I hardly use my dad's car times out of 10, 99 times out of 100 it's my own car, and just this very reason to have to come to this area of all times, I hardly come up this way even in my own car. So the chances are just out of this world. Incredible. I'm not making it up, it's incredibly too much of a coincidence. Anyway, logging it in, same day. It's technically the 15th of September 2023 because it's after midnight. It's 12 minutes past 1 in the morning. Well, you could say it's very late. I've been up obviously like since Thursday, so you could say very late Thursday, the 14th of September 2023, whatever way you look on it. But it's 1:12 AM on the 15th of September 2023.